Kentucky. Welcome back. Time for a game of Big Deal, No Deal. We have help from one of our good friends, Jack Brooks, tonight. Thanks for being here as always, Jack. What is up first?
Well, Mary Jo, buildings and people were shaken from Lexington to state line when a minor earthquake hit Campbell County, Tennessee yesterday. Mary Jo and Adam, was this 3.8 magnitude tremor a big deal or no deal?
Well, I think eventually it's going to be a really big deal because with climate change, I'm convinced that we're going to have a major earthquake here.
Right.
At some point.
It's a big deal if you felt it. If
Yeah.
not, probably not. But I agree with you. There's more of this to come.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Jack, what's next?
Well, saying they're tired of hearing lies, Kentucky Republican leaders say they're considering requiring witnesses who testify during legislative committee meetings to be sworn in under oath. Is this a big deal or no deal?
So I don't know if this exact thing is a big deal or no deal, but I mean, if you're hearing lies all the time, like maybe get different witnesses.
Maybe get different witnesses. You know, I spent a lot of time, as I think everybody knows, in the Capitol. Maybe stop letting so many lobbyists testify about bills. That really would help, I think. But you know, they're considering following the congressional approach, which is to swear people in, and hopefully they'll be more apt to tell the truth. But the system right now is heavily relying on advocates and lobbyists to do most of the testifying.
They'll have
All
to
right.
stop talking to each other.
Jack, what's next?
Kentucky's elections for governor and other constitutional offices would shift to even-numbered years, coinciding with presidential elections under a proposal overwhelmingly approved by the state Senate last week. Was this a big deal or no deal?
Listen, 47 states do it. I don't know why we don't. I hear that, you know, you want Kentucky issues to be at the forefront. I think they still will be.
This is a big political deal because it's all about politics. If people tell you it's about politics, it is about politics. This is the Republicans want to have it in a presidential election year because they think that will help their turnout. The Democrats want to have it in odd years because it allows us to focus on more state issues. And so I definitely think that I like the system we've got, but I do think it will pass, and I think our new governor is going to have a choice to make.
All right. Jack, what's next?
Well, two pieces of proposed legislation would affect Kentuckians in their pocketbooks. One bill would raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2027, while another bill would bump up the state sales tax from 6% to 8%. Are these proposals a big deal or no deal?
Both are big deals. I hope the minimum wage goes up. We haven't seen an increase in that in over a decade. Meanwhile, everything else is going up. The sales tax, I think, affects the wrong people oftentimes.
I agree completely. So we haven't raised the minimum wage in some time. It's proof positive that when you do raise it, it increases spending, which is better for the economy. We certainly need people at the lower end of the wage earning scale making more money. And I'm with you. I think when we're talking about, we obviously need more revenue in Kentucky, but the notion that it ought to be paid by the people who make the least drives me crazy.
Yeah. All right, Jack, what's next?
A Louisville woman has been charged after police say she stole credit cards and jewelry from nearly a dozen victims while working as an in-home caregiver, totaling $76,000. Is the case of Tamara Rucker a big deal or no deal?
Huge deal. I feel so bad for her victims, and it also, like, that's a position of trust that you put family members in, and I hate that she destroyed that.
And she did, and I hope they throw the book at her. That's an important big deal because there are so many countless thousands of people, Mary Jo, as you and I well know, who rely on these folks, but who are also providing these services every single day to families at their most vulnerable, and they're doing it the right way.
Absolutely. All right, Jack, what's next?
And finally, there is a special barrel pick of New Riff Distilling's bourbon and its artwork ridiculing Rick Pitino. Is this portrayal of the good and evil version of the ousted Cards coach a big deal or no deal?
Well, I'm not going to say it's like a huge deal, but I do think, and I don't care for Louisville or Coach Pitino, but this is really kind of low class. I hate what they did with Kevin Ware in the picture in a wheelchair and the strippers.
So,
it's classless.
It is. For me, it's no deal. And this may be controversial, but I'm sort of with Cal. I'm definitely with Cal on this. It's time, Big Blue Nation, that we let the Pitino hate go. That ledger is balanced. Yeah. He has said repeatedly that the biggest mistake of his career was leaving UK. Let's just let the guy up off the mat. I don't think it does us any good to keep punching somebody who's down.
All right. I'm with you. Big thanks to Jack for pitching in tonight. You do have a quick shout out for us?
Just hello to all our friends up in Georgetown, Kentucky, where our church, Ironworks Pike Community Church, is there. I believe that everyone everywhere at all times should come and visit Ironworks Pike Community Church because it's a great group of people and the preacher's okay.
He's just okay.
Just okay.
Thanks, Jack. Tonight's wrap up is next.